So hi everyone, I welcome all of you to my first YouTube video, and if you are here then I assume that you are planning to go to Canada for your education. And as you can tell from the title of the video, I'll be trying to cover all the expenses that occur before and after applying for your student visa. Because whenever we plan to move abroad for education, the first and foremost thing that comes to mind is कि खर्चा कितना होगा. So make sure you watch this video to the end. So the first expense that occurs is for your IELTS and GRE. IELTS is a mandatory requirement for all the universities and colleges, whereas GRE is not. But the thing you should keep in mind here is that if you want to apply for any of the top 5 or top 10 Canadian universities, GRE is highly recommended. And the cost of IELTS and GRE individually is around 15,000 rupees. So after you are done with your IELTS and GRE, then comes the application process. So the total cost of application varies from person to person because it depends upon the number of universities and colleges you are applying to. So if a person is applying to just one or two universities and colleges, the cost can be as low as 7 to 12,000, and it can go as high as 50,000 rupees if you apply to 7 or 8 universities and colleges. The rough estimate for cost per university can be something between 6,000 to 7,000 rupees. So after you are done with your applications and you get an acceptance, then you'll have your biggest expense, that is paying 1 year of your tuition fee. So it is mandatory for you to pay that much amount if you want to apply for SGS visa, and the fee will depend upon the program you're opting for or in the university or college you are deciding. Also, when I was paying my tuition fee, I had to deposit something around 19,000 Canadian dollars. So when you are doing the same, please make sure that you check your university website for that. So the next expense that occurs is paying the GIC. So I'll be covering GIC in simpler words in this video, but I'll be making a detailed video about it in the future. So GIC is actually a security money that we need to pay to a Canadian bank, and the Canadian bank pays it back to us in monthly installments. So it is to make sure that we have enough money with us to pay for our rent, our groceries, etc. So for GIC, we need to deposit $10,000 in a bank, and then we get back the money on a monthly basis for our expenses. So GIC is a must for SGS visa. So the next thing that comes is getting your visa medical done. So let me tell you that there are only a few specific hospitals and doctors in the country that have the authority to issue you a visa medical. There's a list available on IRCC website. Please make sure you check this list before going for your medical. And the cost of medical can vary from 6,000 rupees to 7,000 rupees from hospital to hospital, and can go up to 10,000 to 12,000 if you have a tattoo on your body. So the last major expense that you will have before applying for your visa is paying the student visa fee, which is something around 14,000 rupees. So all the expenses that I have covered so far are the expenses that you'll have before applying for your student visa. And now I'll be covering expenses that you'll face after applying for your student visa. So the next expense that occurs is paying for accommodation. So if you are choosing for accommodation offered by the university, then the cost will be depending upon what university has to offer. And if you are looking for accommodation yourself, then due to COVID, the government has made it compulsory for students to sign a lease before traveling to Canada. So it means that you need to sign lease and you need to pay rent for 2 months in advance before going. And the rent for 2 months depends upon the province that you are traveling to. Like if you are traveling to province like British Columbia, the rent will be higher as compared to provinces like Toronto or Ontario. So the next and the last two major expenses that occur are paying for your flight and carrying some cash in hand. So it is generally advised that you should carry 1,000 to 2,000 Canadian dollars with you, because you will also be getting some part of your GIC as soon as you land in Canada. So you will be having enough liquid funds in your hand that you will be able to settle in the new place comfortably. And with this, I have tried to cover all the major expenses that occur before and after your SGS visa. And if you have any further comments or queries, please make sure that you drop them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer as many of them as possible. And if you like this video and if you found it informative, please make sure that you drop a like and share this with your friends. Bye bye.